More Star Wars behind-the-scenes drama. Who's taking over Episode 9? We might know. Newsflash for anyone directing a Star Wars movie right now, don't get too comfy, because odds are you could have it ripped away from you at any moment.
Never tell me the odds.
Sorry, Han, but it's true. Just yesterday, Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow had his Star Wars dreams dashed when Lucasfilm took the Episode 9 reins away from him. Now, this kind of creative retinkering has kind of become par for the course in the house that Vader built. It was only a few months ago that we were still reeling from the news that Phil Lord and Chris Miller got booted from the Han Solo movie halfway through production, and before that, Josh Trank got his Boba Fett film canceled. Tony Gilroy was brought in to do a major overhaul on Gareth Edwards' Rogue One, and the company even forced a bunch of reshoots on J.J. Abrams for The Force Awakens. With all of this in mind, it begs the question, can anyone direct a friggin' Star Wars film these days without it completely going off the rails? And the answer is yes. Of course there is. And his name is George Lucas. There. Are you happy now, you prequel psychos? Nah, I'm kidding. Seriously, the real answer is Rian Johnson. Johnson's work on The Last Jedi has been relatively drama-free outside of the unavoidable circumstances like the tragic passing of star Carrie Fisher. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy even sang Johnson's praises on stage at the most recent Star Wars celebration, noting what an amazing collaborator the Looper director is and how well he fits into the world of Star Wars. So it should come really as no surprise that Deadline, the site that first broke the news that Ron Howard would be taking over the Han Solo movie, is now saying that Rian Johnson will be jumping directly from his work on Episode 8 into directing Episode 9. Now, strategically, the move makes complete sense. Johnson is someone the company trusts, and he's also deeply immersed in the current storyline of the series. It should be no problem for him to hold on to the baton instead of passing it off to somebody else. Plus, if the lack of reshoots and rewrites are any indication, The Last Jedi is already on a much smoother course than The Force Awakens, meaning that it could turn out to be much better than its already pretty beloved predecessor. Of course, while this might be the most convenient choice for the studio, it isn't necessarily the most interesting. There are a lot of directors out there that we'd love to see tackle the galaxy far, far away, and one of our top picks is working with Disney right now. Selma director Ava DuVernay is currently wrapping up work on A Wrinkle in Time for the studio, and once she's done, we don't see any reason that the groundbreaking filmmaker couldn't take the helm of the Skywalker saga. In fact, she's already done a little work on it. According to the commentary track for The Force Awakens, J.J. Abrams consulted DuVernay when assembling the final cut of the climactic lightsaber duel between Rey and Kylo Ren, and a lot of her suggestions ended up on screen, making it one of the most memorable scenes in the entire film. Eventually, Abrams even said that she'd be one of his top picks for directing another Star Wars film, and now with the director's chair open on Episode 9, it could be the perfect time to give her a well-deserved shot. Either that, or you can give David Lynch one more chance.
He showed me these things called Wookiees.
But what do you folks think? Do you want to see Johnson stay on Star Wars, or would you like to see somebody else take over? And are you hoping this frees Trevorrow up to direct the Book of Henry Volume 2? Let's discuss. Did you know it's the 25th anniversary of Batman the Animated Series, and in honor of that, Dan is rounding up the best episodes of the Dark Knight's animated adventures, including Heart of Ice, Harley and Ivy, and of course, everyone's favorite, Almost Got Him, in an all-new episode of The Dan Cave. You can watch his entire rundown over on YouTube or Alpha. Be sure to like and subscribe and keep checking Nerdist.com.